Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Oops, sorry. I hope you are doing extremely well. I do believe in showing up authentically, so I apologize that my hair's a bit of a mess. I've got hair oil in, like I'm doing my hair oiling for the week. So it's a bit messy and a bit oily, but that's okay. And I am still in my pajamas, but I'm sitting down to do this message, so here we go. This is a really important message, and oh my goodness, it's pushing on me like heavy. So and this is like for my own life as well. So I'm like sitting down to just put my thoughts out there. Goodness gracious. Because I'm filming this on the 12/12 portal, or the 12th of December 2025. And if you know anything about the year 2025, it is, well, it's the year of the snake. So we're like shedding a completely old skin, if you're doing the work, that is. And it's also the end of a 9-year cycle from 2017. So there's lots and lots like coming up to be completely purged out or re-looked at, because you know, we know on this journey that we look at the same thing more than once over the years, and each time we get a different perspective, and a deeper layer of healing can occur. If we are listening to our body, because like our body's always alerting us all the time. And if you're not present and you're not grounded and you're not aware, you will miss those signs, and therefore you will miss the opportunity to like heal deeper, forgive deeper, release deeper. But it's kind of being put in our face more and more as we close out this 9-year cycle and we close out the year, especially if you're awakened and you are like on this journey. I need another one of these, I just feel, yeah. And I apologize, I do have a desk set up, but because I don't have the camera going this way, you can't see it. So it is what it is. But I am burning Palo Santo. So, okay. So I literally have Kali Ma with me, like coming through so strongly. She's always been like one of my guides, particularly over the last couple of years, where I've literally shed so much like destruction. Kali is the goddess, or like the figure of like death, destruction and rebirth, severing of karmic ties, divine severance, however you want to put it. And it's very strong for me at the moment, and you may be feeling this, or whenever you find this, you know, it's meant to find you. So because we all go through different things, some people go through it like sooner and some people don't, so it is what it is. But I was interestingly reading, I don't know who he is, but I was like, he put something up on Instagram, and he's amazing. Like I think he's like a divine feminine, divine masculine coach. And he was saying that, like, you know, because there's so much distorted energy. And I'm referring specifically to the distorted masculine at the moment. And he was saying, like, masculine energy, like in the distorted, they don't understand that they're going to get what they're going to give. So if they, let's say that they pray for like an amazing goddess, whatever, but they are like rotten inside and they're not doing the work and they're unconscious, and they literally give her, it was interesting that he used the words snake, like instead of giving her seeds that bloom, he gives her snakes that turn into worms and all like weeds and just yuck, right? And we are closing out the year at the snake. So it was really interesting because, yeah, he was like, this distorted masculine perception, like what you give to a woman, because the woman's the divine feminine is the amplifier. So I'll give you an example. For me, I came into someone's life, I had the most pure heart, pure intentions, absolute like love and light and la-di-da. And yeah, I was a bit too naive and a bit too innocent, and I ignored my intuition because I was kind of on the path of like, I'm spiritual and I'm a healer and I want everyone to heal and I want everyone to be loving and peace and blah, blah, blah. And then I came up against the devil himself. And that's when I really felt Carly's presence with me throughout this time. And she's just, yeah, like I honor her. And so it went from like that to being like death and destruction, because it was like, this is not who I am. This is not what I want. And like, so if we go through an extreme amount of pain, like if we have a lot of people's projections on us or traumas, or we go through really unfair, traumatic, unjust situations, it does lodge in us no matter how much we are like love and light and all that. And so, yeah, like it's going to be mirrored back to us in a connection to basically like dig up all the weeds and unearth it and heal it all and release it. Now, you cannot help that other people are evil and malevolent and all of that, but you have a responsibility to yourself. And so, yeah, like I definitely got caught in a little bit of the victim, not victim, but like when you go through such horrendous abuse, and this is like to any survivor out there, like my whole heart goes out to you and I love you so much. But like if you're a chosen one and you've gone through this, or you're a light worker, it's for a reason. It's not to stay like in the identity of I'm a survivor, because you are a survivor. It's to get into the energy of like, I'm thriving, I'm way past that. That was a lesson to me. They're always going to be like that. But like your lesson was like spiritual discernment. Basically I saw this thing and fuck, it is so true. Like spiritual Navy SEAL boot camp. Not just talking about like advanced boot camp, I'm talking about like Navy SEAL training. And if you've ever seen that movie, it's a movie with Demi Moore where she's the first female Navy SEAL, G.I. Jane. If you've ever seen that movie, it is absolutely brutal, like brutal what they put her through, because not only is she the only female in the Navy SEAL squad, but like Navy SEALs go through like the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst to basically train and protect, right? And so that's what a lot of us are doing. And the devil tries to strip you and destroy you completely, often with someone closest to you. And so therefore you don't give them your good seeds. Like they're going to get the destruction must occur. So the point of my message, and like just before I started recording this message, I was like, I kept getting this song and I actually had to look it up because I did not know who sang it. But I've definitely heard it before. And it's that song called I Won't Back Down, or Don't Back Down. And it goes something like, no, I won't back down. No, I'll stand my ground. I won't turn around, or something like that. I had to quickly listen to it just before I hit record. And I believe it's by Johnny Cash. Like, I don't know if there are other, I don't know if there are other versions of the song, but the one that like came to me was the Johnny Cash one. So, it's like when you go through these situations of like, unfortunately, just pure evil, like abuse and just malevolence, right? And unless you've been through this, like if this isn't you, then this message is not for you, because when you go through someone who tries to like destroy you with sheer malevolence, it changes you completely. And I will definitely say that the version of me that I like, the 9-year cycle, the universal cycle ending, whatever, has totally changed me completely. And it literally, as awful and horrendous and brutal as it has been, we've got to look at the gratitude in the situation. And that is like, you're a powerhouse now. You're a powerhouse now. You can go and help other people now. You can go and thrive. You can go and live your best life now. Like, it killed every weakness inside of you, right? It killed every energy leak. It gave you like Navy SEAL spiritual discernment, right? No one can ever take that away from you, because literally everything was stripped from me. Everything. People, places, things, money, everything. And listen to it if you haven't listened to it. It's called Strip Me by Natasha Bedingfield. And she sings something like, if you strip me, strip it all away, what would you find? If you strip me, strip it all away, I'll be okay. Like, and basically, sometimes who the devil uses to destroy us, God's actually using to build us, to show us like who we are. But be very, very careful to let your guard down with the malevolence and these people who just want to keep attacking and attacking and attacking and attacking. I'm looking down because I actually had to write notes about this today. And I'm not talking about like, because where emotions go, energy flows. So they use emotional reactivity to harm you. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about arguing for the sake of arguing. I'm talking about when it needs to be said, standing on business, like standing firm and not being strong-armed, because they will try and try and try and try and try, and they will never stop. I am now standing in my authenticity and truth like never before. And what happens is these doubts will creep in, and that's why you should call in Kali Ma, or the energy of Kali, or like Archangel Michael, or like, I don't know how to pronounce this one. Is it called Bhairav? Bhairav. He's like a fierce deity, maybe like a form of like Shiva or something like that. Yeah. So they want you to doubt, and they want you to back down, and they want you to feel guilty for standing up to them and standing on business every single time they do it. Don't back down. I'm not saying going looking for fights. I'm not saying like, because they'll like, we don't go out and attack people. We're light workers, right? We're here to like transmute all the darkness, and we're here to seed love and light. But these fuckwits can't stop the attacks. Like, they're just trying to peck at you all the time. It's like when an eagle is soaring, the only bird that will try and get to an eagle when they're going up, up, up is a crow, and they just peck and 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 peck. And I know I'm being very dramatic, but I'm doing that for a reason. And they just keep pecking and pecking and pecking until the eagle soars so high out of the altitude that the crow just drops off, because they can't sustain the atmosphere. That's why we need to heal and raise our vibrations so high that they can't touch us. They can't get to us. Like, that all comes from healing and love and forgiveness. Forgiveness even for the most heinous of things. And trust me when I say there are lots of hidden enemies everywhere, like family, friends, lovers, like, right? But this is what this Navy SEAL spiritual training does for us. It gives us like the gift of sight beyond our like physical eyes. And one thing that you will find, if you haven't already, is how offended these people are when you stand on business, or you put up a loving but very firm boundary. It's like they are so offended that they can't get to you anymore, that they can't provoke you, and they can't cause these emotional reactions, and they are so offended that you won't take their shit anymore. Like, because you're a mirror. They are so offended that you won't take their shit. And it's laughable. Like, once you get to a point in your healing journey, it's actually laughable, because of how awful it's been for you, right? And it's like, I've said this on a video before, but it's like, I used to walk into a room as a people pleaser and be like, oh, I hope they like me. Now, when I go anywhere or I do anything, I'm like, straight away, I'm like, do I even like them? Are they even worth my time? Are they worth my pure essence? And this is not from a place of ego or from arrogance. It's actually about the energy. So it's like, we are not here for like malevolence and evil and envy and jealousy and people that have really negative intentions for us but are smiling on the outside, right? Like a smiling assassin. They want you to back down and feel guilty so that they can let a little bit of time go and then come in and fucking savage you all over again, but worse, right? And that's happened to me. Evil doesn't heal, okay? Abusers don't heal because they don't see anything wrong with it. They are pure evil. Like, it's the darkness, and like, as heavy as this is, it's real. And no, you don't get to do that to me. No, you don't get to get near me. No, you don't get to get near my energy. No, you don't get near my essence. No, you don't get my light. No, you don't get my resources. No, you don't get, because like, it's so much more than what you like physically have, right? And this is why I referred to that song Strip Me before, because like, when I met this individual, except for COVID, of course, when it shut everyone down, but I was earning six figures. I was in a very high corporate role position. I had like all the house furniture, I had the car and everything. And I'm not saying like I'm really wealthy or anything like that, no, but I was established in myself. I traveled, and like, that individual came in and not only took all of that, but it's not that they're necessarily after. Yes, they'll take what they can because they're greedy and they're evil and they're sneaky and they're malicious, and they're very deceptive, okay? But it's not that if you're a light worker that they're after. It's like, they hate you because you're so like pure and loving, and it's your essence. It's your essence. Because that's the currency. Like, your energy is worth way more than just physical objects, because you can, when you're spiritually wealthy, like from within your heart, that's where the richness comes from. Not from the fact that you've got like the new model Mercedes. Like, no. So yeah, just be aware that don't back down, because sooner or later they'll come back in and try and savage you again. And that's the point of this Navy SEAL training, because we get to learn like the extreme version of discernment, even though we don't want to, but it's the path that we have chosen, or it's the path that was chosen for us by our ancestors to like heal generational curses and stuff like that. Embrace it, like acknowledge it, and don't stay. You're way more than a survivor. You're a thriver. You're a powerhouse, right? So now we want to say, like, we're not a recovering people pleaser. We are recovered. And yeah, people don't like it, but too fucking bad. Like, literally anyone that tries to take from you, that has ill intentions for you, let me say this, fuck them. They have no place in your life. They have no entitlement. They have no, who cares if they're offended or not? Like, literally, they have no right to take from you. They have no right to keep attacking you. Like, but this is how the enemy works. So yeah, go and listen to that song, Don't Back Down, or I Won't Back Down, whatever it's called, and protect your essence. And literally, you know, as I said, part of the Kali energy is rebirth, and that is like a complete transformation and a shedding of the old identity that you'll never be again, because you're never meant to go back to that. Like, it's changed you for the better. And as extenuating the circumstances and challenges were, think about where you are now. So I just want to send you so much love if that's you, because like it's me too, and I'm still like shedding, right? I'm still shedding myself. So I completely get it. And yeah, I'm sending you so much love and peace and blessings and protection and all of that. I'm going to pull one of these Joyful Abundance cards because I really want to end on a positive note. It's hard to sometimes, when you've gone through so much abuse, to like, I'm not saying be positive about the abuse. I'm saying be oh, that just flicked over. I'm saying be grateful for how strong you have become and what you have learned, and how you'll never ever let that happen to you again. Both of these, oh look, there's two that just literally flipped. So one, yeah, wow. Like, yep, and I would say untamed as well. When it comes to Kali's energy, I am determined to leave a legacy of untamed love and greatness. Yep, so that's what I was saying about you're not just a survivor, you're a fucking thriver. Like, you came here to leave a legacy of fucking untamed love and greatness. Please don't forget that. That's what all this was for. And number 2, I am an infinite soul tapped into the eternal source of good fortune. Yep, I said that as well. We are here to be happy, abundant, blessed, loved, protected, and fucking thrive. I can't make it up. I absolutely love Spirit so much. Beautiful people, have the most amazing rest of your day, and I am sending you so much love. Bye.